This is my model Ava, and I'm going to be working on a shorter variant within the bedhead segment for you. So to get this texture and surface texture within the hair, I'm just going to share with you a short VT of how we achieved this look earlier today. Okay, so with Ava's hair, we prepped, cleansed and conditioned the hair with Urban Antidotes No. 2, Recovery. This allowed us to achieve a nice moisture content back within the hair. And then product application wise, we actually layered 2 products into the hair when the hair was wet. So the first one is After Party. After Party is an amazing smoothing cream which can be used wet or dry. In this instance, I've optimized it within wet hair. What this is going to do, it's going to reduce frizz, give an amazing smoothness to the hair, but also it reduces blow drying time as well. So if you're a busy stylist within the salon, this is definitely a go-to product. The second product that I used was Small Talk. This is another global popular product for us. It's actually a thickifying cream. So one, it works really well with After Party as a layering product, but two, what it allows you to do is almost swell the hair. So it's going to give you a great volume and instant texture to the hair. And it's all about building up the product and working from wet to dry. So once these 2 products are in the hair, we comb them through, make sure it's evenly combed through throughout the roots to ends, and then we dress out the shape. So it's all about looking at the shape, looking at the haircut, and figuring out how exactly we want this to sit and fall once it's dry. In terms of the drying technique, how we work with Ava's hair, it was very simple. We focused on blasting a good 70–75% of the moisture out before we even get a brush in there. So it's just working around the head shape nice and evenly. A key thing to note is though the hairdryer is always pointing down, so we're never getting any root lift, so we never go under within Ava's hair. So we're always working down to make sure that there's no root lift or volume whatsoever. And then just simply working with clockwise and anti-clockwise motions throughout the head, just to make sure all the hair is nice, being picked up nicely and falling in the same direction. The brush we go to use is the TIGI Pro flat brush. Now the reason we use this one is because it eradicates any volume and it gives a nice surface smoothness to the hair. So we didn't use a round brush purely for the fact of we don't want any volume within this shape. You know, Ava's got pretty much a 1-length bob with a fringe, so there's no layers in this shape, so there's no need for me to get any root lift. I'm not looking for any bounce. It's almost like the opposite to what Akos just showed you before. It's a different kind of shape and feel. So just optimizing the small brush, the cushion brush, just pinching the hair and then literally gliding through the mid-lengths and ends just to smooth out and focus on getting a nice even texture throughout the surface of the hair. The only sections that I really take within this blow dry is actually around the face. Ava's got quite an active hairline, so within the 2 corners of her hairline she has a slight jump, so we really focused on making sure we work with the product and the brush just to really flatten this area, just so we don't get any unwanted bumps or razors at this point. So again, just really focusing on the surface just to make sure it's super smooth. And as the hair starts to dry now, you'll see that Ava's got a beautiful, almost like a lilac tone running through her hair. So the idea is almost to bring a youthfulness and freshness back to the classic shape, which is a bob. You know, we see many bobs out there, different variants, different shapes and forms. But we've noticed them massively coming back, and it's really about how do we make them youthful and fresh. And obviously working with the bedhead range, it's about making it look as young and youthful as possible. So this lilac tone, as you can see now as the hair dries, it's really beautiful. And even with the colour, it doesn't look fresh. It's almost like it's a few weeks old, and exactly going to reflect how we're going to style the hair too. So at this point, I'm going to bring you back live into the room. So we're going to start thinking about how we're going to finish the hair now. And I'm going to use a couple of products to cocktail within Ava's hair. So I already have got an amazing texture already. So just from the VT, you saw me layer 2 products together. And I'll just show you already. So there's no finishing products in the hair right now. And as soon as I even touch the hair, we've got a great amount of texture already. So there's no finishing products in there at this point. There's no hairspray. So already I've got amazing texture within the hair. So what this is showing us that you don't always have to put your eggs in one basket of the finishing product. We can achieve that optimal result pretty much before we even start finishing off the hair. So let me sort that packet out for you. And I'm going to start working on some finishing products now. So first one, I think you'll all know about this one. This is Joyride. This is an amazing texturizing balm. You can use this wet or dry. I'm going to be using it in dry hair today. So I'm going to use more of this. This is going to be my most prominent cocktail, so about that much there. okay? And I'm going to cocktail this with another popular product of ours, which is hard to get. Now, this is more of a paste. You would only really use this in damp or dry hair, and it's about optimizing texture and definition. So I'm going to use less of this one, just a small fingernail's worth there, okay? And I'm going to just massage this all the way through the hands, making sure that I've got this product all the way through. You know, I think in the salon, when you finish and style hair, this is the most exciting part, because as hairdressers, this is where we are really putting a stamp to our work. You know, we're putting our almost signature to what we do. So I always think never rush this part. It's about making sure that you have a bit of fun, showing the client exactly how to achieve this look. So I'm going to make sure that I dress this all the way through the hair. I'm starting at the back because that's where I've got most hair, and that's going to absorb most of the product. Okay, and then I'm going to literally just clap it through like this. So making sure that I'm not just applying it to the surface, I'm going all the way through. Okay, just all the way around the head shape. And again, you know, Akash said it in his previous demo, bedhead hair is always about the morning after the night before, so it's not meant to look too hairdressery or fresh, it's meant to look a little bit more lived in. So I'm not scared to go in quite heavy-handed with this. Okay, and then just one more little tip before I start to finish off. I'm just gonna go back to the hairdryer. Now this is a great tool if you just wanna add a bit more texture and definition. And if you use the cold setting on the surface of the hair, what that allows you to do is it gives it a bit more of a natural finish. So it just takes away the falseness which might be in there from the product usage. So cold setting, low speed. Just working my way around, just keeping, as I said before, always pointing down. I don't want any volume within this. Okay. And then going back to my trusted cushion brush once again. And this is where I can really just start to tweak and finish off and make sure that the product's coming all the way through the hair. So this is probably one of the more textured shapes which you're going to see. This is a typical bedhead image of ours where we're really boasting off the texture within the hair. And you can really start to see this beautiful colour come to life, which is a TIGI copyright colour. Okay, if I just get you to stand up for me, Ava. Okay, so the final product that I'm going to use is going to be TIGI Bedhead Flexi Head. This is still a firm mold hairspray, but the way this product disperses, it disperses more finely. So out of the bedhead range, you're going to find that this is probably the most workable one before you fix into shape your desired look. Okay, so just literally just spraying this through. Just tweaking the ends, just almost just giving it that lived-in feel again. I don't want it to look, the best way to explain it, I think, is I want it to almost look like she's done it herself. So it looks a lot more textured and lived in. Okay. So this is me using quite a few products in the hair you saw. So I think what we've used 4 styling products. I'm going to take off the gown and you can start to see the total look. Jiv's done an amazing job with the styling, but you know, for us at TIGI, it's always about the whole image, it's not just the hair. So hope you enjoyed the last segment of Bedhead. We're going to be back with Catwalk and S Factor, so thank you.